What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Iccy Show interview. 474 interviews I've done in 3.5 years. I'm about to get this artist from Bronx, New York. Give her a second to get on here, and we will start this Iccy Show. If you want to be a guest on the Iccy Show, inbox your girl, Jackie Brown with 2 C's, I.E. Brown. I am booked until end of September, so inbox me and I'll let you know what dates I have available. My interviews are $50 an interview. Next Thursday is the 4-year anniversary party of the Iccy Show. It's going to be lit from 1 to 3 p.m. at your boy Custom Clothing Store. Shout out to everyone that is coming out, supporting it. I appreciate it. Much love and respect to all of you. So just give her a second. Happy Memorial Day to everyone. Drive safe. Take your time. Don't drink and drive. The next interview after this is on the 30th of May. So, what's going on? Peace, everybody. Happy Friday. Drive safe. Like I said, there's a lot of traffic. I just hit a lot of traffic. That's why we're starting late. So, what's up, DJ Big Styles, our international DJ for our international mixtape coming out next week on all platforms. Salute, much love and respect. Let me tag her again. Let's go Celtics. Let's go Celtics. We got to do it. We got to do it for Boston. We need it, definitely. What's up, James? Peace. Make sure you put the area codes where you're tuning in, the countries, states. Happy birthday if it's your birthday. My condolences to anyone that lost anything. You didn't get it. It should be in your notification to be added in. Let me see. Add it again. I added it again. See if you get it. It says added on my side. Shout out to North Carolina. Peace. I'm seeing it. I hit it again. I accepted yours, James.
Oh, you got it?
Mm-hmm. Oh,
What's up?
what's going on?
All right. So she's getting on.
Oh, I closed out of it because I seen you were on your
Oh, I'm gonna get off so she can get on.
Okay. Make sure you guys get that new international mixtape coming out on the 2nd of June, on the same day, the 4-year anniversary party. We're just waiting for the artists to get on here. We're having some technical difficulties, so just bear with us. It's coming up next Thursday. Next week is a big week, huge week for the Iccy Show team. For real. It just says add-in. The international mixtape is hosted by DJ Big Styles from North Carolina. We got Jamaica on there. We got Africa on there. It's huge. Salute to all the artists. This is major. You will be on all platforms, so salute to everyone that took part on it. My artist has 2 beats, for 215 just until Memorial Day this Monday. It's been going on for a couple weeks, so salute to all the artists because they'll be entered for the 3rd international mixtape. Here we go again. It just says adding. What if you go on his phone, your manager's phone, since that went through? You're just having some technical difficulty. Just give us. What's up, Blackies? How you doing? Peace. We're just trying to get this artist on here right now. AKA Mr. Salute approves. What's going on, Keys? What you doing? What you getting into for Memorial Day? You throwing a party over there? How's the kids? God bless all of them. What's up, Lauren? Peace, peace. R.I.P. my friend. I lost her yesterday. I hit add to James if it goes through.
Maybe I can just hear from my phone. Hey, okay. Rob, what is this filter that you have going on your phone? I'm not a fan of
see it on this behalf.
I'm sorry. The sound, everything, this tech thing is not working for me right now. I'm trying to get the sound to work as well because I can't hear anything on Robert's phone. It's crazy. Just give me 1 second. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. I apologize for being late. This is traffic day.
Okay, I guess I can kind of hear you. It's low, but I can kind of hear you.
You can hear me?
I can kind of hear you. Yeah, it's kind of low, but I can hear you. It should be fine. I don't want to take no more. I don't want to take too much of your time.
It's okay. Okay. Welcome to the Iccy Showw. We finally got Reason from Bronx, New York, in the building to Boston 617. Salute. How you doing?
My hand is not working.
Yeah, just when you get a chance, let her know that you're a little laggy.
I'm a little laggy here because it's a little. We're on the road, so it's a little crazy.
We know you're on the road. You going to a show tonight?
No, I'm actually heading to the studio.
Okay. Getting into the studio. So salute to your manager putting this interview together. Salute to James. I appreciate it. Salute to him letting me get on the Iccy Showw. I definitely appreciate it. So what you got going on in the studio? You're finishing up a project, or you're doing a collab with somebody?
I'm doing a collab with somebody, a friend of mine, someone I met through a friend, and he had a song that he really wanted a female artist, and it came out really good, and now we're finally is like, it's a really emotional song. It's about losing someone, and I think it's ironic because I don't want to say it's ironic, but like it's just the timing was kind of crazy of how we wrote the song, with losing my dad and stuff. So like now I feel like I can connect even more with the song. So yeah, we're finally getting to the studio to record it. So I'm excited.
That's good. That's good. It must be touching to write something about my condolences to your father, and to write a song. That must be really hard to do, especially going to record it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. What, where would you like to be in the next year in this music industry?
Say that again.
Where would you
Let
like
me
to
see if I
be
can
in the
kind
next year?
of put some headphones on. Okay.
Do you want to tap
All right,
out
I'm
and then tap
here.
back in?
Uh, Actually, it sounds better now. Before I was getting like double, but it's sounding way better now. You tell me how I sound.
You sound fine. But I don't
Okay.
think you can hear me because I was saying stuff and you weren't responding, so I don't know.
Okay, let me go out and come back in because I'm still getting like a double, like a lag. All right,
Okay.
I'll come real quick.
All right. All right. So you guys stay with me. She's gonna get in and she's gonna be out. And she's coming back. What's up, Milan Jackson? Salute, Queen. I can't wait to get you on the Iccy Show. I know you got a lot going on right now, so I look forward. I like those shirts too. You got. I really would rock one of those. Definitely. I need to get one of those, put it on my wall with all the t-shirts I got over here. You see, from everyone that is got supported the Iccy Show. We're adding her back in right now. Is that better?
That's way better.
Okay, good, good, good. So welcome again to the Iccy Show. I appreciate you coming on here, taking the time during getting to the studio. What would you like to do in the next year in the music industry?
In the next year, I want to say I want to drop a more dedicated album, right? So I just dropped the EP like a few months ago, and it was kind of just like a mixtape type of thing where it's just random songs. So this time around, I want to focus on a theme and really like have a specific uh like story behind an album. So I kind of like want to write a story. So I want to work really hard on an album, a dedicated album. I want to do more shows. I feel like I haven't gotten out there as much. Like I've been doing shows like the same people pretty much in the same group. So I kind of want to get more, I don't know, more exposure. So I want to do more like R&B shows. I feel like I'm always at like a hip hop show where like everybody's rapping and I'm one of the only R&B singers and I'm like, am I at the right, show? Um, so yeah, just kind of getting figuring out ways in which I can kind of promote myself on social media better, because right now it's kind of hard with like working and the kids and trying to find time to like really plan my promotional stuff. So the year I would say album, exposure, and promotions.
Definitely, definitely. It must be hard, like you just said, being a mom, being working, and then getting in the studio to perform. That's a lot of energy. Do you ever feel like you get worn down by trying to
Oh
juggle
yeah.
everything?
Oh yeah, all the time, all the time. Even just when I'm home, just like working, because I work from home, and even just doing that, I feel worn down. Like I have 4 kids. I have a 7-year old, a 5-year old, and I have twin 1-year olds. There'll be 2 in July, and they stay home with me while I work. So it's a lot because they're 2 little boys and they're running around. They're crazy. They don't like to stay put. So throughout the day from 9 to 5, I'm done. I'm done up. Like I don't even want to do anything after 5 o'clock. So, but I do have to be honest. Like when I do get outside, I feel energetic. I feel good. Like I don't have the kids around me. You know, I can be an adult right now. So I actually get really excited about going out and doing these things and focusing on me and not taking care of the kids, you know? So it's tiring,
You,
but it's also feels good.
yeah, you definitely need some time to yourself, especially being a mom.
Hmm.
People don't realize how much we go through being a mom, especially,
Hmm.
delivering a baby, dealing with, working, dealing with the children. And then, you know, it's a lot. It's a lot of energy, and people don't realize it, especially you just said you have twins. I know that's a lot of work, especially, they haven't even hit the terrible threes yet, terrible twos, so good luck to you, Queen. I'm gonna pray for you on those
Thank
days
you.
because if you need someone to talk to, I'm right here. Just pick up the phone. But I'm going crazy right now. I know how you feel. So, you know, um, just keep on going, and then maybe when you have that time when um, when you feel like overstressed, put it into a song. So that's
Hmm.
going to be your hardest pain coming out, because it's like something you're going through, but it's something
Right.
you actually went through, you know what I'm saying? So
Right.
um I feel like that you could do that, because R&B singers are more, not, don't, no disrespect, but they're more sensitive on,
Hmm.
when they're performing, and is this right, or should I rewrite this, or don't be too hard on yourself, because those, you you're stressed, and then it's coming into your music. So always go with your first thing you write down. If you really feel that, write it down, because that's going to be your hardest pain when you go to perform.
Right. No, you're absolutely right. I'm gonna take that advice. I love that. And no, I take no offense. It's so true. We really are super sensitive. And
Yeah.
everything that we write, every time we hear a song, we're like, we want to write about crying, so it's definitely true, and I appreciate that.
Definitely, definitely. How many videos you have out there right now?
So far, I have three videos out. So I have two videos to one of my songs called Walls. I have like the original version that we worked on, which was a friend of mine. She came to me and she was like, she's a dancer, a choreographer. And she's like, hey, I love this song. I want to make a dance to it. I said, go ahead. Whatever. So she did. And then I was like, oh, this is cute. Maybe we should like incorporate it into a music video. So we wind up doing that. We did like one that's like a little like grown and sexy. And then we have more that's more relaxed and chill. And then I have a video out for a song called Understand, which was the first song I released. Love, love, love the video. It was like originally it was supposed to be like me and a guy and like my friends and stuff, but then it wound up just being me and the girls, and it just became very much about women empowerment and the us just being women together. So I don't know, it was really cool. But those are the three videos I have out now. More to come for sure. For sure.
Definitely, definitely. Do you have any shows that are booked right now that are coming up anytime soon?
Yes, I have a show coming up, I think June 3rd, which is next weekend. Uh,
My
right
son's
now, I think
birthday.
that's the only one. That's your son's birthday? Oh,
Yeah.
happy birthday!
Thank you, thank you. He's 12 years
Gemini.
old, and oh my gosh, it's like
Wow.
he's going on 18, drive me insane sometimes. So I know what
I
you're talking
bet.
about.
I bet. I'm not there yet. I'm not looking forward to those preteen teenagers, especially with girls too. Like I have girls, so I'm not
Oh,
I see my brother dealing with his teenage girls, and I'm not ready for that. I'm not ready.
crazy though, because I have a 19-year-old daughter, so I know what you guys are going through. I've been there. My bump is already done,
Yeah,
and I survived it. But anyone that
right.
has more than one girl, God bless you, because you need those blessings. Because you what? Especially around that time
Yeah.
of the month. Oh my God, you're gonna go more insane, fighting for the bathroom. Oh, I need to get in there. No, I need to get ready for work. No, I need to get my hair done. No, I need to get in there. I need to fix my face. Oh gosh, God bless anyone that has a daughter. I mean, children are wonderful. I'm not saying anything bad, But we do need our time as grown-ups. I call them grown-up time. There's 24 hours in the day, and we do attend to our children, but also we need an hour to ourselves. I mean, mentally and physically, because we feel like, are we overeating? Are we undereating? Are we even eating and taking care of ourselves? Sometimes the day goes by and be like, did I even eat? I don't think so. Wait a minute, did I? And that's like your mind playing tricks, and it's like that's over stress because we don't realize, we're thinking of our children, our children are always first. And, we're not even thinking of ourselves. And you really do need to take some time for yourself. And I realized that, when the virus first came around 2 years ago, I was off it, ripping and running, going and going. I filmed for a movie for 9 months. I was away from my children for 9 months, every single family day, Saturday and Sunday. And I look back and I was like, dang, do I want to do this anymore? I miss my family time with my children. And I was really consistent on Sundays being family time. Like, my phone is off. Don't call me on a Sunday. That's my kids' time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was hard. And like, should I continue this? Should I do this? But now that I sit back, and I always told my kids, what I'm doing this for you, to make a career for you, something for you. And now that they're older, they understand. But when they were younger, they weren't understanding. So I understand, because you got some young ones. So, they're probably like, and mommy's boys, I know with twins, they're like, mommy, 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 mommy.
They sure are. But just when you say that, it definitely makes me think about myself, and these days, like, it's Friday night and my kids probably, they're like, where you going? Well, why you gotta go today? And can I come with you? And it's like, no, this is mommy's time. And you said something very important, that now that they're older, they understand. And I think about that all the time, because I know right now, as young kids, they don't grasp that, right? Like, they're just like, mommy's not here. Like, where's mommy? And it's like, eventually I'll be able to explain this all to you when we're living in this big, beautiful house, and, you don't got to worry about nothing, and you're going to the best schools, and you got a car at 16 or whatever, all the things I didn't have, you gonna have, because of all this time that I put in for us. So, we can never beat ourselves up as women, as mothers, for the times that we had to sacrifice away from our kids, because we knew what we was doing. We knew the vision, we knew the goal, and it was to make sure that when we're gone, our kids are good. So I feel that. 100%. It hurt. It's sad, and you miss them, but at the end of the day, you got to do what's right for you, and you got to do what's right for your kids. So I feel that.
Definitely, definitely. And salute to you.
Thank you.
It's great to have you a manager too. A lot of artists are having a hard time finding a manager, and you have one. How does that feel to have, family being your manager? Do you feel like it? Do you feel extra cushion with that, or do you, like, sometimes is it a discrepancy, or how does it feel to you?
I think
I think he's a good guy. So I know you brought up,
yeah.
but I feel like he's out there to find the best for you. I feel like you're in really good hands as who you have for your manager. That's my point of view. But how do you feel?
100%. I agree with you. I feel super secure. I could trust him. I trust him 100%. Like, he's my oldest brother. It's six of us. He's my oldest brother. He took an interest a long time ago in just my talent, right? So, and he's like, "Oh, you can sing? Let's do this. Let's try to do something." We would write songs together, and now that, like, he's actually, like, being proactive and reaching out to people, getting me shows, getting me studio time, like, putting money into this, like, I feel nothing but secure, nothing but safe. I couldn't have asked for anybody better to be my manager, because he pushes me. I have a lot of moments where I don't want to do this anymore. And because I just feel like I'm faced with so many challenges with the kids and stuff. Like, before I had the twins, um when I had my second daughter, I remember, like, we started slowly working on the music career, and then I got pregnant, and I was like, I gotta take a break because it's gonna be too much. And he's like, all right, no problem. As soon as I gave birth, okay, so what we about to do? We about to do this music stuff. And it's like, dang, okay, because he knew that if I didn't have somebody kicking my ass, like, I wouldn't have gotten up. And the same thing with the twins. When I found out I was pregnant with the twins, I think we had just shot a video shoot. A photo shoot. And I remember like he was at the house and I gave him the sonogram, like, yo, I'm having twins. And he was like, what? Okay, let's take a pause, you know. So we took a pause for a little bit. Had the twins, I think maybe 3 months after I had them, back on it. Like, so when we get into the studio, you writing songs, you got some beats you want to do, you know. So he's been on me. He's been on it, and I couldn't have asked for anybody better. I think if it was anybody else that wasn't family, I wouldn't be doing this right now. They would have given up on me a long time ago. So I really appreciate him. I do have a great manager. Hey, Jazz. I got a great manager. He's amazing. And every time I do a show and I have time to shout out anybody, he always gets my praises because he's just amazing.
Yes, yes. I remember when you were at a show and he FaceTimed me and he was showing me on your stage, and I was like, oh, I was listening to it, and you know you did an excellent job. It was a
Thank
small
you.
place, I want to say like 4 months ago, but you did an amazing
Mhm.
job. So
Thank
you know,
you.
um, I could see you doing some. You know how they come up with Disney movies and they
Yeah.
rechange them like Winnie the Pooh every 10 years, Mickey Mouse every.
Mhm.
I could see you doing like a soundtrack of Disney songs for the children, because you're so, no disrespect, but I
No.
feel like your voice is like sensitive to the children.
Oh.
Like you have a
Yeah.
soft. When I hear you, I heard you perform when I hosted the red carpet in
Mhm.
Jamaica last September. Um, I heard you perform for the first time right there, and you were actually really really good. And I kind of got the vibe of I would say like Mariah Carey slash I want to say like Queen Latifah in a way.
Mhm.
That's the mix I felt when I was listening to your voice, because when you hit certain notes, you could feel the pain in your voice, and that's why I was suggesting when you're going through those rough times, get that notepad out. I don't know if you use it. Do you know use a notepad or do you use your phone?
I like to write. I like to handwrite. Yeah, I'm real old school with it.
Me too. That's good. That's the best. You know why? Because you have children. So I always
Mhm.
tell artists, I'm old school, but I always tell artists, to always go back on your notes, like to have your books, show your children all the time
Mhm.
that you took to put into that. That wasn't for yourself.
Mhm.
That's for them. That's their future. And I explain that. I tell everyone. I said, go back to the hand, writing with the books in the pen, because that's always going to be there. If you lose your phone, forget about it. You lost your files, you
Right.
lost your time,
Mhm.
your energy. I mean, that could be a crisis right there. So
Right. Mhm.
I really feel when I listen to you perform, I can feel like a Disney, like a soundtrack that you could get on, you know, like Snow White, a remix of that, Beauty and the Beast, a remix of that, all those ones that Seven Dwarfs,
Mhm.
things like that. I could really feel you doing like maybe a 12-track album dedicated to the children, and nobody is getting. I've been saying this for years. Artists need to reverse the when they're rapping about killing, they gotta switch it, because they want the children to vibe to their music. And if they're only talking about killing, then the kids are gonna, oh, kill this, kill that, and you don't want the children
Mhm.
like that. Not yours per se. I'm saying in
Yeah.
in the world. And RIP to all the families in Texas. My condolences. That was terrible. Um, and it's just crazy. It seems like death is everywhere, and we need to reverse
Yeah.
that. And we need more love around the world. We need to come together. Like back in the day, you could leave your door unlocked, you could leave your window open,
Mhm.
borrow sugar from your neighbor. You can't do that now, but we are the generation to change that. We're the
I
ones that need to
agree.
come around and love more. How do you feel about that?
I agree. I think, man, this is such a heavy topic because I'm not a fan of death. Like, I don't, like when it comes to that stuff, like I try to distance myself from it because I don't know, I don't like the reality of it. But it's true, it's up to us, it's up to us, the parents, it's up to us, the teachers, it's up to all of us to make that change and to make sure that like our children aren't listening to those things and aren't being consumed by this drill music and gang affiliated stuff. And and then it's the artists too, right? Like the artists, a lot of these artists that rap about this stuff, they don't even do none of that stuff. And that's
Right.
what's sad, because they don't do the things, but they're encouraging other people to do it. You know, so you don't even know what you're telling other people to do. It's just, oh, it's just, he's touching the phone. It's just crazy. Like the things, the situation that happened in Texas, I don't even like thinking about it. Every time I'm on social media, I just go away from it because I can't even think about the pain that these parents are feeling. Like little kids, they're little kids, and it's sad because we think, right, in our own communities, it's a lot of gang violence, it's a lot of black on black crimes, but a lot of times we want to blame the music and stuff for like these white kids that are killing all these other people, but it's not the music, it's racism. Like it's a whole, this is a bigger topic than you and I, you know.
Right.
And it's really like, as much as we want, as much as we can spread the word, we can try to fight for change, but it's really about people being able to really see that change and see what the impact that all these things that are happening is having on our world, is having on the community. And until they can really see that, unfortunately, I don't see like this anything changing anytime soon. Because even right after that incident, I think the very next day there was somebody outside of another school waiting, you
Yeah.
know. And it's crazy. You got people on the train getting shot, and
Yeah.
buses, and out, just being outside, and the 11-year-old girl in the Bronx that got shot, she wasn't even in the situation and got hit
Right.
and killed, you know. So it's sad to think about these things. It's something that we can, like I said, we can fight for, we can march for, we could try to do our best. When everything happened with George Floyd, and I think it was Atlanta that got crazy, right? They started boycotting and
Yes. Yes.
rioting, right? But then that turned into breaking into businesses and stealing from businesses and people getting killed and hurt. Like, what are we really standing for? You know what I mean? I don't think people have really figured out the real issue here, you know?
Yeah.
So I think it's just a bigger issue, and some people just aren't seeing, they just aren't seeing it correctly. They're not seeing what they need to be seeing. And the people that are being affected by this, the parents, it's really the parents, right? We give birth to these children. We want them to live a long life. We want them to live longer than us. And then our kid gets killed, and it's like, what was the point? You know, what was the point of all of this? So it's definitely a bigger, okay, it's definitely a bigger issue than you and I. We could get a whole thing about this for hours. It's just a tough topic for me, because when it comes to death and children, it's just.
Yeah, I know how you feel. I get really sad too. Like today, um, I got an altercation on the bus. I
Mm,
said hello to a lady, and she goes, "I'm white." She's black. She said, "You saying hello to me?" I always say good morning to people. I have a good
right,
day. I try to go above and beyond to do that, even if I don't know the person, because just a smile to someone can make someone's day. My
right.
grandma always told me that, and she goes, "It's priceless. It doesn't cost anything. So make it a more joyful day." So today, I said good morning, and then she goes, "You saying it to me?" And I said, "Yes, I'm saying good morning to you." She goes, "Why would you say that to me?" I said, "Because I say it to everybody." And she goes, "Do you see my skin color?" I said, "Yeah, it doesn't matter what your skin color is. I'm being polite. I love everyone. It doesn't matter." You know what I'm saying? She goes, "Well, I don't like
Mhm.
your type." And I said, "Oh, okay, well, have a good day." And, she started talking, stuff, but we're on the bus, so I kept it professional. You know what I'm saying? But I like to, make more peace around. I understand there's a lot of like stuff happening, people being, for the racism and stuff like that, but we're the ones to make that change. So everyone that is black needs to love white, white that's black needs to love this race, Chinese, anything that is what is the race. We need to love more. Love is the key to success, to get to heaven. And you
Mm,
know I wish more people will understand that. And with the music, you want it to
yeah.
come in the flow of peace.
Mhm.
And I pray, like the 80s music, Kenny Rogers, Marvin Gaye.
Mhm.
any elderly, not elderly, I should say, 50 and above or 60 and above party, you're going to hear that type of music. And everybody gets on the dance floor for that type of music, no matter what. And I
Mm-hmm.
explain that to artists, but they don't get it because they weren't around that generation. Maybe I'm too old. I don't know. I'll be 44 in a couple weeks, but I wish that we could. I always, when I go to studios, I always are saying make your music like the 80s, the 90s. They're like,
Mm-hmm.
no, why should I? That's old. We're in um the drill music. I said, yeah, but everyone's trying to be a rapper. Everyone's trying to do the drill music. Be different. You want
Right.
the you want to be like the artists that passed away. That
Mm.
that their music was fire. Look at Whitney Houston. I could see you doing
Mm.
some Whitney Houston music too. I definitely could see you hitting those type of notes.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try.
Yeah,
I love
just keep on
Whitney.
practicing. And when think about this, when you're by yourself and you're going through that pain, remember what I said, because I've been with artists like this. When you start singing, that's when your notes are gonna come high. So
Yeah.
when you want to be like, if when you're like, oh, you're so frustrated, start singing a song that you can hit those notes, because that's when it's gonna come out from your down in your stomach. You're breathing and you
Right.
let out like a lion.
Hmm. I believe it. Actually, I was doing a rehearsal weeks ago in Brooklyn, and they're doing like a cover night where like a bunch of artists just come and do some cover songs. And one of the artists there, I love him. He's so amazing. His name is YG. And he's like they have a studio too, and he's also, I think he's a vocal coach. I'm not sure, but I remember he said, "Reason, sing." He said, "Who's your favorite artist?" I said, "Alicia Keys." He said, "Sing No One." No one. And I've always been scared to sing that song because it's that note, in that song. So I was like, all right, fine, I'll sing it. And I started singing it. And I remember just being so shy, sorry, in the beginning. And then I closed my eyes and I'm like, I'm just gonna sing. I'm gonna pretend like nobody's here. And that's what I did. And I hit all them notes. Like, it was amazing. I couldn't believe it. I was like, wow. Sometimes, you just kind of gotta let it go. Let
Yes.
everything go. And then I want to comment on what you said about um whites loving blacks and blacks loving whites. I think what we fail to realize, all of us, is that and I don't know how people feel about this, but race is not a thing. Ethnicity is not a thing. None of this is real. Like, not saying that we're like in a delusion, but like, none of this is real. All of this is made up by the government and the society, like, that was wherever built back then. They created race. They created black and white. They created time. They created days, right? Like, they created all of these things. None of this is real. Why do we hate each other so much?
Right.
Those times have passed.
Right.
We should be able to move forward. And I know, as an African American woman, right, we feel as though we are old reprimands. I think that's the word. But we
Yeah.
feel like we're owed something. And I feel that. I feel like for everything that we've gone through, right, we are definitely owed something. But we need to, like, we cannot go about it forcefully and expect to be obeyed.
Right.
You know what I
Right.
mean? Like, we can't go up in here rioting and acting a fool and think that
Right.
they're not gonna come attack us. That's
Right.
exactly what they want us to do. They want us to go up and act like black folk. That's what they want us to do. And of course we want to do it because that's who we are and we're angry. But we have to realize, like, we need to be civilized sometimes. We need to be able to handle situations in a very mature, serious way. But a lot of the times we get out of hand. We get out of hand because we're angry, and it's understandable that we're angry. We have so much to be angry about. But like I said, there's no such thing as race. You and
Right.
I are the same. We're the
Yeah,
same.
we're related somehow.
Right? We're the same. We should not be seeing color. We should just be seeing people. I see your spirit. I don't see color. I see your spirit. I see who you are. So not everybody sees it that way. I hope one day everybody can see it that way, hopefully.
Definitely. I'm the same way. Definitely. And I would like to have you back. I have a new show coming out in June. It's
Okay.
called Iccy Show Reunion Lost Angels. You talked about that you lost your father. And
Mhm.
if you ever want to come on, it's about, anyone in the family. The reunion part is like all the aunts, brothers, sisters, whoever would like to come on here. It's about a closure because when you have the death,
Mm.
when you're at a funeral, you don't get to say what you really wanted to say to the person because, there's a lot of people behind you and you're talking to the body, but you wish that you could say what you want to say
Yeah.
out loud. So my show is about, having that closure, hopefully, what you wanted to say to your loved one that passed. So that's coming out next month. I am already booking into July for that. So if you want to come back on July and, um, it will be dedicated to your father. So it's all up to you. Inbox me, let me know, and we'll talk about it.
Yeah, I love that. That's so awesome. Okay.
Thank you. Yeah, I started doing it because I lost a really good person to me in right after Christmas, and he was a legend in
Mm.
Boston, and he started my career from acting, and a lot of people got affected by this person, and then everybody started passing. I just lost my friend from school yesterday. She was 43 years old to the COVID,
Oh
and
my God.
it's it's like so sad. Like everybody I know, I could say at least from just my family, I lost about I want to say 6 people in the matter of 5 years, just family to me. And that's hard because when we were growing up, we didn't have all these deaths. And these kids are the ones
Yeah.
that are suffering because they're like another person died. Is our family gonna survive? They start it's a mental challenge for the children. So our job is to always keep those kids' brain soft and let them absorb what's going on. But honestly, you gotta be honest with your children so they're not stressing. These children are
Mhm.
stressing at a young age, and stress is the silent killer. So you don't want them to have high blood pressure. You don't want to have a heart attack. And I know you're a good mom. I see you with your pictures. I see you. That's why I suggest you to do the Disney like a Disney soundtrack or remix. I could really see people buying it, like redoing the ABCs, putting like A for apple, but put it in a tone and a rhythm. I really could see you
Yeah.
doing something. You nursery rhymes. That's what I was trying to
Yeah.
say.
That would be
I really,
fun. And my
yeah,
kids will love it. They love my music too. Like they love hearing me sing. So I think they would love it. That's interesting. I'm gonna try it with them. I sing it to them all the time. But I
yeah,
never think of
definitely.
like doing one for
Definitely, you got
myself.
that advantage of a lot of people don't do that. There's nobody doing it, to be honest, in this industry.
That's true.
And you can go to the schools performing that. They're not going to take someone that's talking about killing this and killing that. They're going
Oh
to look
yeah,
for someone
no.
like you. You could go to shows in the summertime when they're doing the like the cookouts. I forget like what they call in the cities. Like I know Boston, they do like family night and things like that. You could perform at things like that because you're not talking about that. And when they hear the nursery rhymes, you're gonna have a crowd come to you. I guarantee
Mm,
you, you'll have a crowd come to you because no one is doing it. So you're being your
mm.
unique person by bringing that 2020, 2022 into the air. Because I haven't. The last time a nursery rhyme or someone was years. I could say at least maybe like 12 years is the last time I heard someone do something like that. And I've been in this
Wow.
industry since 2008.
Wow.
So it's a long
Okay.
time.
Hmm. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna think about it. I'm gonna look into it. I'm gonna look into it for sure.
Well, let me know. James, you better call me if she does it. I want to go to that show for sure. If not, you
Oh, he
better
will. He
videotape me so
will.
I can see it.
He will for sure.
So, do you plan on doing a tour next year or maybe in a couple of years after the twins get a little bigger?
Yeah, probably in a couple years. I was supposed to do one. I thought I was doing one, but I think I don't know. I don't remember what happened. There's just a lot going on. But yeah, hopefully in a couple years. I don't know about next year, but in a couple years, I would say I would do like a real big one.
Okay, okay, definitely. Are you looking for any features right now with anybody or
Um,
you want to stick to making your music right now?
I'm super open to features. Right now, I feel like I want to connect more with other artists. I feel like every time I have connected with other artists, they've given me like amazing advice every single time, and I'm just learning from them. So that's what I really want to do. I have one particular artist in mind who is a friend of mine from high school. And we weren't really like super close in high school, but he's really cool, and I think him and I would do a really good song together. I have a few. I went to a theater school. I went to Bronx Theater High School, and so almost everybody I went to high school with is either a musician or an actor or a model or dancer. And so I know a lot of artists. I would love to like get with them and make some music. I'm always open to collabing. So
Where can they find you to book you? Through your manager or through yourself? Let them know all the information.
yeah, so you can find me through my manager, which is James Washington on Facebook, right? I think that's what his name is on Facebook. Yes, you can find me through him. Yeah, go through him for everything because I'll let you know now. I will be very unresponsive because most of the time I'm working and meetings and stuff, so I'm super busy. Um, but you can find him on Facebook, even on Instagram. It's probably faster on Instagram for him. I'm not too sure. Yeah, and you can email him or email us at thereason20@gmail.com. That's also, you'll get a quick response from that email as well.
Definitely, definitely. Is there any shout out you would like to give to anybody?
Well, of course, I have to shout out Rob, my brother, because if it wasn't for him, I don't think I'd be on this show. I know he was the one who reached out and made that connection, so I have to thank him for everything, and not just the show, but like everything that I've done so far. I have to shout out my family, all my brothers. I love them so much, and they've done nothing but believe in me and be so proud of me this entire journey. So I'll do nothing but continue bringing them along with me as far as I go. My kids, of course, because they're just super motivating. My fiance, who has been such a huge support throughout my entire journey. Um, yeah, I don't know. I think that's it. And myself and God, of course.
Definitely, definitely. Is there anything else you would like to bring up that we didn't bring up?
um, just that my EP is out. It's called Seasons. You can listen to it on all music platforms. Yeah, you can stream it. You can YouTube it. You can watch my videos that came out not too long ago. Yeah, take a listen. I think you'll like it.
Yes, listen to it. It's fire. Definitely link with her if you want to feature. Her manager's name is James Lee on Facebook.
James
Um,
Lee. Ooh.
yes, yes, I've seen it. That's why I want to correct it. So James Lee. So JAMES space LEE is her manager. Link with him to book this lovely lady for your next show or feature. If you want her to fly out, make sure you check with her manager. Her manager does all her booking, and any features that want to get with her, you gotta go through to her manager. That is the professional way. So stick with the
Hmm.
manager. That is important. People out there, that's important. If they got a manager, an artist got a manager, you gotta go through the manager. 100.
Yeah. Yeah, if you go through me, he's gonna easily say, send it to me.
Yep,
Send it to
he's
me.
gonna chew your ear off. He's gonna chew
Yep,
your ear off like a
he
flea that you
will.
didn't want to come on you.
No. And then you can also follow me on Instagram. My Instagram name is Reason for Words. So reason, the number four, and then words with the S at the end.
All right, all right. I appreciate you, Queen, taking the time. I know you got to get into the studio. I'm
Yes.
sorry I was late.
It's
Traffic was
okay.
crazy. Memorial Day, and
Yeah.
I'm getting stuff for my son's party, so I was just like, oh, but everyone's shopping for Memorial Day, so I'm like, oh my gosh, get me out of the supermarket. It was just nuts. I'm telling you, nuts.
Yeah, this traffic is crazy. On my way, yeah, I was stuck too. So when you said we're gonna move it, I was like, thank you, because I wasn't ready at the moment. I was still
Oh,
going to pick up James. So yeah, the traffic was crazy, but we're here now. We did it. So that's all that matters.
definitely, definitely. And salute to you, Reason. All your career, what you got going on. Anytime you need an interview, inbox your girl. This is interview 474 interviews I've done in 3.5 years. So I
Wow.
appreciate you coming on here and
Of
taking the time. I'm
course.
glad we connected. And I look
Thanks.
forward to doing an interview in the future to see what you've got going on. Make sure you follow her when her new song comes out. When do you plan to have that drop, that new song?
I have a new song. I haven't decided which one because I have a few, but I'll probably drop it at the end of June. I think I'm gonna drop at the end of June. hmm
Okay,
I think you're
okay.
gonna like it. It's a vibe.
All right, make sure you tag my page. I'll share it out and let everyone know. And this lady is really responsible. All you artists, I know there was a couple artists on here asking, so link with her definitely. I
Yeah.
appreciate you, and I hope to see you perform again. And
Thank
another
you.
red carpet, I love to see you at.
I would too. Thank you for having me, and we'll talk soon.
Definitely. Have a blessed night. This is Reason from
You
Bronx,
too.
New York. Make sure you go request her, follow her music, go download her music, play it at your Memorial Weekend this weekend. Salute to all the vets that has fighting for our country right now. All the Air Force, everyone, God bless. We appreciate you fighting for our country and make peace on earth. Have a blessed night, Queen. Salute. Much love and respect, everybody.